What's up, girls? How you doing? I'm redoing this video. Normally I just post it like this and that's it, because I started talking about the moon and I was like, hold on a second, we're doing tarot here, so recently. Okay, let's go. Today we're doing a third party update. Yeah, I am very sensitive to the moon. I cannot help but say, where I stand. I'm very, wherever I am, you see it. But a new moon this week, I don't know when you're watching this video, but a lot of things coming out, and it's very, I know it's different than the full moon, but in some ways it's very similar, because you're clearing, you're purging, it's a new beginning, and there's a lot of things coming out. I'm big receptive of the moon. I mean, we all are, obviously. I'm nothing different. I'm not, that special. We're all under the influence of the moon. Interact with oceans and the tides, and there's a lot of things, sort of liquid within our bodies as well. And obviously it's something that I'm still talking about the moon, am I? You see what I mean? Okay, anyhow, it's gonna be like this today. I think we just, sometimes I'm never really kind of like this anyway, it's all over the place. But I think it's important that you see me the way I am. That's it, this is it. Okay, so let's go for a third party update. All over the place today, even more than usual. 1, 2, 1, 2. And please don't be triggered. Third party can be anything. It's just how I always say. Okay, so part number 1, third party update. King of Cups, the moon, 2 of Pentacles. Interesting. The moon, here we go again. Something is in the air, obviously, yeah. And we have, sorry about my finger, I just, I bruised myself in so many places this week, and, whatever. Let's not go into my life story. Whoa, okay, so yeah, a lot of things are coming out to the surface, and that's what I mean. All those cards of towers, or more about purging. There's a lot of idea of that coming up at the moment, or for a while actually, I should say. So maybe that is the climax now, because everything is coming out. And maybe if someone was lying to you, someone was not, telling you the full truth, or sometimes they don't want to say everything big, but it's lying by your mission, isn't it? Or is it, I don't know, it's one of those things. But sometimes people don't know how to say it, so they don't say anything, and that's okay, that's understandable. We're not always in control of what we need to say, how to say it. We do the best we can, and that's understandable. But someone who was on the fence, someone who had a lot of love for you, or maybe in between two. We have 2 of Pentacles here, in between two, juggling 2 people, or 2 aspects of life. Someone who maybe was working too much and put all their effort in work, or find it very difficult to juggle 2 jobs. All of those, depending who you are and what is your story. Of course, it's a general reading here, so different things, different story for different people. But there is an idea of whatever needs to come out has to come out, because that balance is very difficult to maintain. Maybe someone thought, oh, I can manage, and I can't, and they have to come to that, reality check. Where am I standing? So let's have a look. Yeah, someone is coming towards you, or maybe you coming towards you, towards you. Are you coming towards yourself? This is amazing, isn't it? How do you do that? Wow. Okay, but sometimes, yeah, you come out to yourself, because actually you reveal yourself to yourself. You see, there is a logic in my madness. Okay, so let's go back. Axelle, come on, what are you talking about? Okay, so what I'm trying to say here, whatever emotion needs to come out will come out. There's a lot of cups here, there's a lot of emotion, and with the moon, a lot of liquid, which is related to emotion in the body. So, and power and everything. So, yes, needed to express something, get it out of the system. It is important to express your love to somebody. Maybe it's important to say something, or someone tell you something. Can always be reversed, or you say to yourself, where do I stand? I have to stop for a second, rebalance, sometimes rewind and reboot the computer. I say read re. But you know, sometimes you have that kind of phase. I don't know, it's seasonal, or sometimes with Mercury as well. I mean, I'm not going to go into those things, but there's an idea of revisit something, rethink, recenter, something. And maybe that the phase we are at the moment here. Okay, let's have more information. I'm going to speak for half an hour here today. Okay. Nine of Cups, here we go again. You see, so there is a lot of emotion coming out. It's also maybe rebalancing your food, rebalancing your life-work balance, rebalancing your work-life balance. There's a lot of balance going on here. You see what I mean? Exactly. You know exactly where I'm standing today. So what I'm trying to say altogether is there is something here that needs to be refocused on. There's something off at the moment. The energy is a little bit all over the place. A lot of things. There's this idea of purge we have had, lately. A lot of that. So take it slow. Yeah, 7 of Wands under the deck. Sometimes I like to check under the deck as well. Is a lot of, you feel maybe bombarded, and I also feel the same. There's a lot of things coming and you feel like it's almost an attack. Energy, you're feeling everything. It will come down. It will come down. But yeah, we have the world. I'm just looking at the major arcana. We have the world. I'm going to refresh anyway. But there is an idea of a new cycle is opening. So it has to be an ending of something for something new to come in. It's a bit like the death card in tarot. It's nothing like, you know, dramatic, but it's the end. Some cards are kind of similar, of course. Some is the end of something to allow something new to come out, okay, or to come in. You translate, you know. Okay, I'm not gonna whatever. The Fool, yes, that's coming out as well a lot. It's an idea of taking a leap of faith, going for it. There's an idea here anyway, or something needs to, you know, it's like jumping off the cliff, but not literally, obviously. Come on, let's not be crazy. But at some point you have to make a decision. You cannot stay in the middle. You cannot be in the middle of the road or on the fence. At some point, maybe you have to choose. Maybe you're trying to balance everything and it's difficult and you can't. And you have to realize, I have to recenter. It's easier to say than to do. We're all human, you know. But it's important to have a look at it. Imagine, clearly visualize the life you want. Feel it in your heart and soul, and so it will come to be. Of course. Visualization, of course. Focusing on what you want and not focusing on what you don't want, because otherwise you create more of it. You manifest it even more into your life. Interesting. Food for thought. Okay, let's go to pile number 2, otherwise we're going to spend Christmas over this. Whoa, Axelle is very vibey today. Okay, pile number 2, third party update. The Wheel of Fortune, 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. Wow. Here we go. I think it's a bit of a message of the day. I mean, lately the 2 piles are a little bit similar in some ways, or I read them maybe a bit in a similar way. So it just happened at the moment. Okay, so yes, there is an idea of a new cycle of life, and that's why we touch on the first pile, just blowing it for you if you haven't watched pile number 1. Anyhow, but something is unblocking. It's maybe the theme of the day, theme of the week, theme of the month, whenever you're watching this video. Unblocking for the better. Good luck is on your side. Maybe you've been wishing to be with somebody, or wishing to be in a different place. Maybe you think of visualizing something and you don't really make it happen, or you don't know how, or someone look at you wishing to be with you. It's an idea of not feeling at the right place, and that's okay. Sometimes that's exactly where you need to feel. Exactly it. in the middle of a mess, and then it will come down. He will balance. Excuse me for my fingers. Been, I don't know, bruising myself a lot this week. Six of Pentacles is an idea of balance. Here we go. After the kind of massive blow or massive, turnaround, you have a balance, equally give and take. Is a balance you found again. Maybe that person didn't tell you their feelings. Maybe there was untold, unsaid emotion that need to be coming out. And we have a lot, as I was saying in the previous part, we have a Tower and have the Purge card as well. There's a lot of things coming up like this at the moment, and maybe it's also spring. I mean, at the moment it's spring in this hemisphere. I don't know when you're watching it, or from where, excuse me. Anyhow, it's a transitional season, and obviously a lot of things blossoming, a lot of things, and we are connecting to nature. We cannot be, oh, we think we're so smart and we all that technology, all of that. I'm not a big fan. I think you have to be careful with that. I think I absorb a lot of energies. I'm sure a lot of you feel the same. And those machines, computers, phones, all of it, kind of disconnect your emotion, your balance, inner balance. And at the moment, I feel very much like this. So maybe I'm just giving you a reading that will touch somebody out there. I don't pretend to know everything. I don't do this channel for that. This channel is, started to put a smile on people's face in March 2020 during the pandemic. But everything that I say is just in the vibe of the day. So sometimes I have to pre-record a video, but the energy is, relative to the day anyway, relating to the day, regardless, because it's timeless. But I believe that some messages have to come out because someone need to hear it. So I don't know why I'm going on and on and on today. Wow. Yeah, limitation of the mind. There is an idea of maybe not feeling at the level, not feeling that, deserving to shine, or deserving to be with you, or deserving to be, you feel stuck. You don't know what to do. And sometimes that's exactly what happens in life. You need to feel stuck, and then it's going to be unstuck, obviously, ups and down in life. You have something has to unblock, and that's all right. Today, the words coming out all over the place, well, they generally go all over the place anyway, but what I'm saying, today is very like that for me, and it's okay. It's okay. Don't need to be all knowing all and everything just because you do tarot or whatever, we all human, we all have moments of imbalance and moments we need to surf that wave and to go with it. And you don't need to know what where you're going. At some time you don't even know what to do, and that's okay. So stay cool. Okay, say that to myself, and I say that to you. You see, those reading are like that. Okay, so let's have more information. The Fool. I mean, right, okay, I'm not one to blow it up for for the one who didn't look at pile number one, but here we go. There's an idea of taking a leap of faith, moving forward, or feeling like a fool. I feel like an idiot at the moment. I don't understand anything. I don't everything is foggy, everything is out of control. And maybe you don't need to be in control. I mean, as much as you want to give your best, obviously you give your best in everything you do, you commit yourself, absolutely. But sometimes with the best intention, you're out of balance, and I can definitely feel in myself right now. So hopefully, and of course, he will come to a balance again. And I think this is maybe the message of the day altogether. Again, I'm just saying too much. Oh no, enough. I don't know. It's an idea of reconnect with yourself. As I was saying to someone yesterday, is reconnecting with the inner child. And we tend to forget sometimes that, oh, we can be a grown-up, but we still the little boy, the little girl, or whatever you want to call it gender-wise. We don't do gender in tarot, but you have that child in you that always going to be, it never going to disappear. And regardless of where you stand, where you are, what kind of achievement you've done in life, that inner child remain. And if you don't look after that inner child, and I don't always look after my inner child myself, for sure, I think things reappear. The layers that you thought you sort out come back again in your face, and you need to, or you don't need to, there's no need in life, but you choose to revisit that inner child. Pay attention. You're an adult now. You're supposed to maybe deal in a better way what you encountered when you were not able to defend yourself, or not able to get out of a situation, or whatever was the story. We all have a different background, but I think very often you revisit a similar pattern as a grown-up, supposedly, in order to extract yourself from a situation, or learn how to deal with it, or learn to challenge yourself through it, whatever it is. You know, we all have different experiences, but sometimes it is important to rethink of that. You can be thinking, oh, I've done a lot of therapy, or I've done a lot of healing, or I've done. We learn every single day, and every day, even with tarot. Tarot doesn't have the capacity, or even the pretension to, you know, tell you the future. I always say to you, it's just tarot. It's just a tool that can help you to give yourself a little bit of clarity, but do not base yourself, your life, your decision on tarot. Obviously not. It's just something that is a tool. And I always say that it's just tarot on this channel. So be careful not to become addicted to tarot reading. I say that as well to some clients as well. It's just, be careful of that. You know, it can be awkward at times. It can be, you need answers. You want answers now. It's a bit like, I want to stir fry instead of a slow cooking food. Not everything has to be stir fry or fast food. And sometimes I need, you know, fast food. Sometimes my body wants it. And sometimes I just want to stay away from it. Recognize there's moments. There's moments you are like this, up and down. At the moment, I'm very extremely up and down. I don't know if you feel the same. And maybe this message for someone out there who feel like that. And that's how I do this channel. Whatever needs coming, what needs to come out, need to come out. Okay, so let's have the Hermit. Interesting. Maybe take a moment to back off. Be in a cave. Regroup. Recenter. I do feel I need to do this at the moment, but let's refresh the deck for Major Arcana. I think this video is going to be for 3 hours. What do we have? Magician. Yeah, Magician, it has two ideas about this, that maybe there's a mask that need to fall. Maybe you've been lying to yourself. Maybe we all, you know, trying to be strong, and sometimes we're not. And sometimes we just have to appreciate, no, I'm not strong. But, you know, we have ups and downs. That's normal. And also magician. Oh boy. It's about manifesting what you want, manifesting. And maybe the third party situation is, know that whatever you need to confront, or need to feel, or need to encounter is coming regardless. And if a decision had to be made between two jobs, two people, whatever, and third party doesn't always have to be about that, but it could be as well like a moment of, I'm not quite sure where I am, and it's a form of imbalance, and that's all right. Maybe it's necessary to go through that stage in order to actually rediscover yourself. At the moment, I think there's a lot of that coming up. And I feel that vibe as well personally. Well, I was going to do the same. Oh, mamma mia. Okay. Centering, recentering. Did I say that? Okay, well, here we go. So, message from the angel. Blue angel, I, Archangel Michael, I'm here by your side. I am all around you and will forever protect you. Remember this whenever you feel fearful. I love you, all is well. A friend said that to me so often, all is well. And another one said as well last night, amazing, all is well. Absolutely. And that's what I truly believe, you know, in myself. But sometimes I'm like all of us, or everyone, you know, I have fear, and there's no, I know we're protected. I know I'm protected. I'm looked after. I'm following, you know, not everything is down to my decision. I'm following, you know, whatever destiny is supposed to happen. But you know, you can have all those ideas, and sometimes, yeah, you believe in letting go, and sometimes you go back like that, you know. So you contract, you know, you stretch, you contract, you stretch, you contract, or whatever you want to do is like tide, you know, up and down, as above so below, you know, all that kind of things. That's natural, to be like this. And you know, sometimes I've been talking for how long here? Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's go at it now. Because you know I could talk forever. Anyhow, this message needed to come out. Okay. Obviously, I wanted to speak about the moon, and it's something I feel a lot, very strongly. But I'm sure you kind of somebody out there relate as well. I'm sure. So on this note, have a beautiful day. Let's just go with the flow, right? And I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.